أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب. Now this ayah, by the way, there's one way of understanding it, which is just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us the reality of this dunya. Or you can understand this verse as a journey of life. And I want to explain to you in both ways. So first of all is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, أَنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا لَعِبٌ. La'ibun means play. Okay, it just means play. Now, when you see a child playing, okay, they might gain some entertainment out of that. They are enjoying themselves out of that. But what happens with a play is that for a while you enjoy yourself, and again you're bored again. You know how many times children have come to you and say, "Baba, please, just this one video game, please, this one video game." And after this video game, and after this, he will not ask anything from you anymore. And you buy them this, and guess what? After a while, they don't have any value for it, right? Because it's la'ibun, it's a play. They enjoy themselves. They enjoy themselves for a short period of time, but then it does not provide them eternal satisfaction. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, أَنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا لَعِبٌ. This dunya is no different than a toy. It's going to give you some temporary satisfaction, but not long-term satisfaction. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَهْوٌ. Lahwun means diversion. Okay? Now, subhanAllah, wallahi, if you look at the world that we live in right now, everything is diverting us in different directions. And the greatest culprit in this matter, in this day and age, social media. Anything, you go on social media, at one time there's one issue, and that issue begins to die down, and it brings up another issue, and that issue is dying down, and then it consumes us. Every single time you open up social media, there's always something new in the news. So when a person opens up social media and they keep on absorbing this news over and over and over again, it's diverting us from the reality of our life. You understand? Because we are so focused and so consumed about other things. Today is Gaza. Tomorrow is the Red Heifers. Then tomorrow is P. Diddy. Then tomorrow is something else. And there's always something going on social media that the mind is going in all these different directions. We want to be consumed by everything. And when you are consumed by other things, you forget about your actual purpose of life. Another way to understand lahwun is that in this day and age, it's not just about the social media, but social media is destroying our kids also. And not only that, but this obsession that I need to gain people's approval. I need people's, their validation. People are sitting on social media. I was sitting with a few kids, by the way. A long time ago when we were kids, we were asked, "Beta kya banna hai?" Kya banna hai? What do you want to do in life? And they would say, doctor, engineer, helping other people out, and so forth, right? In this day and age, you can sit down with children. I sat down with children. I'm not just making this up because I'm sitting here in front of you. Wallahi, I asked these children, what do you want to become in life? Like, have you ever thought about it? And there was a kid, he goes, yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, what do you want to become? He goes, I want to become, you ready for this? I want to become a YouTuber. Okay. Khalas, you want to become a YouTuber. Okay. Why do you want to become a YouTuber? Because I want to become famous. Okay. What's going to happen when you become famous? Everyone's going to like me. Okay. What's going to happen after that? I'll get more money. Okay. And what's going to happen after that? Well, I'm going to buy things. And what's going to happen after that? And I'm going to be happy. And I said that, well, how many toys are you going to buy to be happy? And then he was like, I'm just going to buy more and more and more. You see, this is the times that we are living in. Our kids are so obsessed with social media. And we as parents, we're giving them all this. By the way, I've heard a lot of parents who say this to me. I'm giving my kids a phone and I'm giving them access to the phone because I want to give them access to the world. And you know what the reality is? When you give your children a phone, you're not giving them access to the world. You're giving the world access to them. Would you want your son or your daughter to ever get close to a sex offender? No. If we know that there's a pedophile out there, we want our children there. When our kids get on social media and they're obsessed with social media, every few seconds they want to take a plate, they want to take a picture of their plate of food and post it up. And after every 5 minutes, they're going to go back to their social media account. How many people liked it? How many people said something about it? Is this obsession? How many girls they will stand in front of the mirror every single day? Okay? And they'll post it over and over again, over and over again. Why is this obsession? Lahwun is diverting us from our reality of life. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wazinatun. It's beauty. The beautification of this dunya. And subhanallah, the beautification of this dunya is all temporary. Today someone is beautiful, tomorrow they're not beautiful. You understand? And when it comes to beauty of this dunya, it's all temporary. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَفَاخُرٌ بَيْنَكُمْ. This dunya is all about, doing fakhr upon each other. It's always boasting about each other and boasting about themselves. Okay? Mere paas itna hai, uske paas itna hai. Okay? Mere beti ki yahan shadi hui thi. Unki shadi wahan hui thi. Like my daughter got married at this prestigious hotel. Okay? And if their daughter got married at this hotel or their son got married at this place in this venue, I'm going to put myself in debt for the next 10 years, but I'll make sure so that I can prove to the entire world that my son or my daughter had a nikah or their marriage at a much better place. For what? Tafakhurun bainakum. And then, as I said, the social media factor comes in. I went for a vacation here. They went for a vacation over there. People are sitting in the haram. I was here, right in front of the haram. You're in the haram, habibi. Okay, enjoy yourself. Take the benefit of that place. Why do you have to show the entire world? You know why people have to show the entire world? Because they have to always feel the need that I need to show everyone else that I have more than everyone else. وَتَفَاخُرٌ بَيْنَكُمْ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَكَاثُرٌ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَوْلَادِ. And then this obsession of having more and more when it comes to children and wealth. Wealth is very clear. We always have this obsession of having more and more and more. But also, takathurun fil amwali wal awlad. What does awlad mean here? It's not that we have more children. Is that I want my children, I will do whatever it takes for my children to supersede and to beat every other child on the block. I want my child to be the best. There's nothing wrong in having that kind of, that vision or that kind of like wish and desire that I want my child to be the best. No problem. There's nothing wrong in having that kind of desire for your own children. But there comes a time where we do wrong things to others. Why? Because I want my son, my daughter to go and move forward above all the other children. So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us that this is what this dunya is.